I used to be in the line of drugs, running and gunning in drugs. I ended up in prison shortly after my mom's death. I have 3 boys, and it took me going to prison to see that I was putting them through something they shouldn't have had to go through. I was making them live, not knowing where I was, alive or dead, in the hospital, in a ditch. I was making them live that. It took me going to prison and seeing a baby deer with spots on it by itself without its mom and dad for me to click in. I know where my mom is. I know she's not alive. And I'm making my kids live this with me, and they shouldn't have to.
Every Wednesday we have an event, either woodworking or a newsletter, and we're working with 3 different churches of using their church vans. They've been gracious enough to let us use them to transport people from share house or open house ministry to here. It's about a 5 or 10 minute walk from share house, but when someone's carrying all their things, it's a lot easier to have transportation.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you can also get your
And this is fun too.
But I started coming to the Carpenters, and with the mental health issues that I was dealing with and learning to deal with, other places that I was sent through organizations just wasn't doing it for me. I grew up with people talking about me from childhood, illnesses and birth defects, and I didn't need places that were going to do that were supposed to help. But here, if you're not here for a little bit, it's like, oh, how you been? Where you been? What's been going on in your life? And do you need to pray? Do you need a hug? Get to work.
Here at Friends of the Carpenter, we make a variety of wood products as a hands-on activity for our basic skills workers through PIC and CSEP, and for our people that come in. Many are homeless, and this provides a safe place for them to be, and the wood provides a hands-on activity where they can sit around tables and converse and network while they're doing the activity. So it's kind of a conversation moment.
This is how the story goes. I made this about a week ago, and it contains the whole story of the Last Supper, which is right here is the Garden of Eden. Right here is the cross that he was crucified on, and this part right here is the stone that was removed from his tomb. This is the resurrection, and then the Last Supper.
In the way that people treat each other here, you see God at work, and you see the real meaning of Christianity, I feel.
How people hear about us is we are supported by about 90 churches, and we have volunteers from churches that come in and help. They spread the word. We have a newsletter that goes out to the churches. And then for people, say, that are homeless that want to come and use our day shelter, they hear about us from other resource providers like Share, Council for the Homeless, Second Step Housing, so other service providers will send them our way.
Ever since we started using the vans to pick people up, that's been a pretty big incentive for people to come.
And that's what's unique about this place. I've not found anything else like the Friends of the Carpenter.